Acheron in Tensura by Apandora 8. Guardianship. Acheron, with her typical stoic demeanor, found herself in an unexpected situation. After her departure from the icy wastelands and her encounter with Velzard in Guy Crimson, she wandered for a time until fate brought her to a secluded kingdom. Here, she met Veldanava, the benevolent ruler, his kind-hearted wife Lucia, and their spirited young daughter, Milam. Veldanava, not seeing Acheron for a long time, invited her to stay with his family. He explained that despite the peaceful facade of their kingdom, it was frequently besieged by monstrous threats. Acheron, ever eager to remain in peak condition, accepted the offer, seeing it as an opportunity to continue honing her skills while finding some semblance of purpose. Acheron quickly settled into a routine. By day, she patrolled the borders of the kingdom, engaging in fierce battles with the monstrous creatures that threatened their tranquility. Her presence alone served as a deterrent to many, but those foolish enough to attack found themselves swiftly defeated by her formidable prowess. In the evenings, she returned to Veldanava's home, where she was greeted by the laughter of Milam. Veldanava, always the innovator, had created a small dragon companion for Milam, ensuring she had a playmate. Despite Acheron's reserved nature, Milam's boundless energy and infectious joy managed to breach her stoic defenses. Milam took to calling Acheron Auntie, a term of endearment that made Acheron's heart soften in ways she hadn't anticipated. The young girl's incessant questions about the monsters Acheron had fought that day, her bright eyes wide with curiosity, became a daily ritual that Acheron found herself looking forward to. Auntie, did you fight any big monsters today? Were they scary? Did you win? Tell me everything. Milam would bombard her with questions the moment Acheron walked through the door. Acheron, trying to maintain her composure, would patiently answer, yes, Milam. I fought a large one today. It wasn't too scary for me, and yes, I won. Milam's eyes would widen in awe. Wow. You're so strong, Auntie. I want to be just like you when I grow up. Over the next 4 years, Acheron's bond with the family deepened. She became an integral part of their lives, a protector, and a beloved figure to Milam. Despite her initial reluctance, Acheron found herself caring deeply for the child, teaching her about combat and strategy in a way that was entertaining. Milam's hyperactive nature often contrasted sharply with Acheron's calm and collected demeanor, but the two formed an unlikely and unbreakable bond. Auntie, can I hold your sword, please? Milam would beg, her small hands reaching out eagerly. It's too heavy for you, Milam, Acheron replied, her tone gentle but firm. But I can show you some moves with a practiced sword. Milam would bounce with excitement. Yes, show me. I want to learn all the cool moves. As Milam's 5th birthday approached, an air of unease settled over the household. Veldanava and Lucia called Acheron to a private meeting one evening, their faces grave with unspoken concern. Acheron sensed the gravity of the situation and braced herself for what was to come. We need to talk, Veldanava began, his voice heavy with regret. When I created the system that governs our world, I established a rule that I must love all equally. However, I broke that rule when I fell in love with Lucia. Lucia's eyes were filled with sorrow as she continued, Veldanava must leave to maintain the balance of the world, and I will go with him. We cannot take Milam with us, as she needs a stable environment to grow. We want you to take care of her. Acheron was stunned. The thought of raising a child, especially one as spirited and demanding as Milam, was daunting. Her life had been one of solitude and battle, not of nurturing and caretaking. I don't know how to take care of a child, she admitted, her voice uncharacteristically uncertain. Veldanava placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. You've been more of a parent to her these past years than you realize. She looks up to you, and she needs you now more than ever. Lucia added softly, we trust you, Acheron. You have the strength and the heart to guide her. Despite her reservations, Acheron couldn't deny the truth in their words. She had grown to care for Milam deeply, and the thought of abandoning her was unbearable. With a heavy heart, she agreed. I will take care of her, she said firmly. As Veldanava and Lucia prepared for their departure, Acheron felt a whirlwind of emotions. The familiar sense of duty now mingled with an unfamiliar sense of familial responsibility. She spent the final days with Veldanava and Lucia absorbing as much wisdom as she could, steeling herself for the task ahead. When the day came for Veldanava and Lucia to leave, Milam clung to them, tears streaming down her face. Auntie Acheron will take care of you. Lucia whispered to Milam, kissing her forehead. Be brave, my little dragon. Veldanava knelt beside Milam, his expression softening as he spoke to her. Milam, you must listen to Acheron. She is strong and wise, and she will protect you. Always remember that we love you. Milam's tears fell faster, but she nodded bravely. Sniff asterisk, I will, Daddy, I promise. As they disappeared into the horizon, Acheron stood with Milam in her arms, feeling the weight of her new responsibility. She looked down at the child, her expression softening. We'll be all right, she promised, more to herself than to Milam. We'll face whatever comes together. With Milam by her side, Acheron stepped into a future filled with uncertainty but also with a newfound sense of purpose. End of a chapter.